What's up, guys? It's Skittlz Games. This is a game called NationStates, and basically what it is, you create a country, and you keep going on it, and you answer all these messages to set up kind of your government. Can I get that out of the way here? Um, so in NationStates, you can join regions and stuff, and I'm in the region of Selene. This is a really beast place. It's I don't care if it doesn't load. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, so I'm just sort of kind of just showing you how this game works. Okay, there it goes. Um, so you can go on Celine.online.com and no Celine.online, and what you can do is you can go to the regional website right here, Celine.online, Celine a fresh start, and February 2016, Selene was, made the foremost and friendliest role-playing communities in nation-states. Pretty much is what it says. The person who pretty much runs this place is Justinian Calaminos, and it's a real nice place. And go back to nation-states. Okay. All right. So you can send people telegrams and whatnot. So you can let this load here. You can compose a message, or you can look at the messages people sent to you. Usually most of them are just to join your region. And I got one from Celine, and it looked like a nice place to stay. And I went there, and I was welcomed. So that's pretty much, yeah. But I don't have a lot to say about nation states. You can answer issues to conform to how your government wants to be. And so you got from Ataria. He's our you know how in the real world there's the United Nations. It's called the World Assembly in nation states, and pretty much you get to have kind meetings sort of on certain issues like world issues. Ataria is our World Assembly delegate, or WAD. I ran for it, and out of the 28 or so voted, I got 3. So I think it's because I was a newcomer. They elect people every 100 days. So yeah, every 100 days. And yeah, so maybe after 100 days, I'm gonna try to myself get myself voted in as WAD. So there's not a lot of stuff to nation states. It's a pretty simple game. You probably just check out my country real quick. Wait for this to load. Okay, so we're gonna have some. I guess we'll do a little bit of music while we wait, huh? Never mind. It loaded. Okay, so I'm just read this off here. The Selenian Empire of Jaredland was an inoffensive centrist democracy, but for some reason we're fascists, even though we have average political freedom and just below average civil rights. So the Selenian Empire of Jaredland is a massive, efficient nation ruled by Jeroboam with an even hand and remarkable for its pith helmet sales, suspicion of poets, and devotion to social welfare. The compassionate, devout population of 1.495 billion Jaredians. Now, this is small in the game of nation states. There's like some people who have like 31 billion, and I'm only like in the top 30%. And I've had this thing for 2 years, so this is kind of an older game. So my population of 1.495 billion Jaredians have some civil rights, but not too many, enjoy the freedom to spend their money however they like, to a point, and take part in free and open elections, although not too often. The enormous government juggles the competing demands of defense, industry, and education. It meets to discuss the matters of state in the capital city of Jared City. The average income tax rate is 72.4% and even higher for the wealthy. Yeah, the tax rate is pretty big. The very strong Jaredlandian economy, with $116 trillion a year, is broadly diversified and led by the information technology industry, with major contributions from arms manufacturing, wood chip exports, and tourism. State-owned companies. Yeah, it's kind of socialist, to be honest with you. It's kind of socialist kind of country. Even though here, if I could zoom, here it says liberal nation states. It's it's liberal, but it's very social. A lot of really socialist, because the richest citizens earn only 2.7 times as much as the poorest. It's pretty evenly distributed, so it's really socialist. And I mean, I'm not personally into socialism, but that's just how my issues got answered in a way. So business owners return from long vacations to find their factories have been turned into homeless shelters. The nation's infamous boot camp is more brutal than most battlefields. The masses are surrendering their civil liberties without complaint for the sake of shopping convenience, and the government is spending billions of taxpayer dollars to support struggling industries. Crime is totally unknown, thanks to a capable workforce and progressive social policies in education and welfare. And that stuff doesn't matter. So right now, most extensive civil rights, I'm ranked 113,565th in the world, and 46th in just Celine. Celine's only got about 80 nations. So we're gonna go to the world real quick and see how big this is. Just take a glance. This is just. I know I've seen like maybe 7,000 or so nations just come up over the last month. So we got 166,522 nations in 19,455 regions. If that's not crowded, I don't know what is. So we're gonna go to population real quick. We can see our World Census report here, and gotta wait for this to load. Okay. So the Republic of Cuba is an open-minded education state. Their motto, "Oh wind, if winter comes, can spring be far behind?" Which is I like that quote. This indicates right here if their World Assembly delegates. So we got Cuba, Arcatuthis, the Freeland of Westsiders, Capitalists of Money Stand, Frappuccino, Demones, Ochakov, Argasia, the Free State of Eli, and the disputed territories of Shirlakazalu. So these countries are actually pretty close together. Only about 200 million separating Cuba from Shirlakazalu. We're gonna look at Cuba's population real quick. We have income tax rate is 100%, so that's not good. 31.244 billion pounds. That's a lot. Now, notice mine. I'm only at 1.495 billion right here. If you can't see it. And I know it's kind of laggy, I'm sorry. Whoa, that was weird. Let's go back to the world real quick. Alright. So, that was basically the nation states video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like this video. Shout out to Even Eric, and thanks for watching. Shout out to ProBro Gaming, and catch you guys next time.